morning and welcome. You're watching the CommexFX Daily Outlook for Wednesday, January 7th. The euro declined 0.45% against the US dollar and closed at 1.1879. The final market services PMI in the Eurozone recorded a less than expected rise to 51.6 in December, while markets were anticipating services PMI to advance to 51.9. Meanwhile, Germany's services PMI edged up to 52.1 in December, compared to market expectations of a drop to a level of 51.7. Yesterday, the Vice Chancellor, Economy Minister and leader of the center-left Social Democrats, Sigmar Gabriel, emphasized that the German government and the European Union was determined to keep Greece in the Eurozone. In the US, the ISM non-manufacturing PMI registered a drop of 56.2 in December. Additionally, the nation's market services PMI surprisingly eased to 10-month low of 53.3 in December, compared to market expectations of a rise to a level of 53.7. The pair is expected to find support at 1.1821, and a fall through could take it to the next support level of 1.1767. The pair is expected to find first resistance at 1.1950, and a rise through could take it to the next resistance level of 1.2024. Trading trends on the euro today are expected to be determined by Eurozone's inflation data coupled with unemployment rate data scheduled in a few hours. Additionally, market participants would keep a tab on the minutes of the US Fed's most recent policy meeting to gauge the timing of an interest rate rise this year, scheduled later today. The British pound fell 0.70% against the US dollar and closed at 1.5144. Britain's services PMI slipped to a 19-month low level of 55.8 in December, lower than market expectations to ease to 58.00, thus raising concerns over the economic health of the nation. The pound further came under pressure after the Bank of England, in its quarterly credit conditions survey, indicated that the UK lenders reported sharpest fall in household demand for mortgages in the first quarter 2015. Early morning data indicated that the UK's BRC shop price index retreated 1.7% on a MOM basis in December, following a drop of 1.9% registered in the prior month. The pair is expected to find support at 1.5079, and the fall through could take it to the next support level of 1.5014. The pair is expected to find first resistance at 1.5241, and a rise through could take it to the next resistance level of 1.5338. Amid lack of economic releases in the UK today, investors would keep a close eye on the Bank of England's policy for further hints about the central bank's policy stance going forward, scheduled for tomorrow. The US dollar weakened 0.66% against the Japanese yen and closed at 118.56. The pair is expected to find support at 118.27, and the fall through could take it to the next support level of 117.48. The pair is expected to find first resistance at 119.62, and a rise through could take it to the next resistance level of 120.20. The Australian dollar weakened 0.08% against the US dollar to close at 0.8081. On the macro front, Australia's AIG Performance of Services Index rose to 47.5 in December, compared to a level of 43.8 registered in November. The pair is expected to find support at 0.8035, and the fall through could take it to the next support level of 0.7992. The pair is expected to find first resistance at 0.8141, and the rise through could take it to the next resistance level of 0.8203. Meanwhile, investors await Australia's consumer inflation expectation data, scheduled in the early hours tomorrow. Gold prices traded higher by 1.20% against the US dollar at $1217.50 per ounce, as the demand on the safe haven metal increased following disappointing ISM non-manufacturing composite data for December in the US, coupled with growing fears that Greece might exit the Eurogroup. Yesterday, gold holdings in the SPDR Gold Trust edged up to 710.81 tons, the lowest level since September 2008. The pair is expected to find support at 1205.03, and the fall through could take it to the next support level of 1195.66. The pair is expected to find first resistance at 1223.53, and the rise through could take it to the next resistance level of 1232.66. CommexFX is now offering a new application. Download the brand new CommexFX TradeMate tab right now and receive daily market predictions, suggested market directions to trade on, highlighted best trading options and more, covering a wide range of markets including energy, metals, indices, and forex, among others. Trade easily, trade successfully. For more information on CommexFX Trade Mate tab, kindly visit our main website www.commexfx.com. Stay in the know by liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter and Instagram, circling us on Google+, and of course, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Have a great trading day.